And of course, the clinical study has proven that if you really can restore the production of ATP energy, it actually helps to restore your 8 major body system, all these body systems are, and it can deal with at least 80 types of health issues. Okay, of course, who says that? Definitely not me. Now, if you do have a chance, go and take a look at this book called Laser Phototherapy, Clinical Practice and Scientific Background. This particular book is actually research done by 2 doctors from US, which proven that if you use cold laser technology, it can deal with 80 types of health issues. Okay, now what are the 80 types of health issues that it can help? I already list it out. You can take a look at it. It ranges from a serious to non-serious, a lot of benefits. Even things like allergy, arthritis, I already talked about it. Asthma, it helps as well. Now, for those people who use asthma, who are having asthma, after you are using IM laser for just 1 to 2 times, they will always tell you the same thing. They will always tell you after using IM laser, they found that breathing is more comfortable. Now, if you use consistently for a certain period of time, you realize that the asthma trigger of the frequency of your asthma trigger will reduce significantly. Okay, some even become 0. Okay, and of course, blood pressure, it helps as well. Now, for blood pressure, there are 2 scenarios here. For those people who are under heavy medication for blood pressure, if you start to use IM laser, usually 3 to 7 days, you will realize that your blood pressure will start to drop. Okay, now, if it drops too low, what you can do is that reduce your medication by half, but don't stop your medication. But of course, there's another scenario for those people who are not taking the medication is not so strong that you are taking for blood pressure, or even those people who are having high blood pressure but are not taking medication. Okay, there could be opposite results, meaning that if you start to use IM laser, usually within 2 to 3 days, you realize that your blood pressure will suddenly shoot up too high. Now, we know that if blood pressure shoot up too high, a lot of people start to get worried. But don't worry, there is the natural reaction. There is the natural healing crisis curve. Usually, if you are not under medication, any healing crisis curve, inclusive of sugar level or blood pressure, it will shoot up high first, initially. But after you use for a certain period of time, it will start to drop consecutively. You will start to drop, your blood pressure. But of course, during this particular period, is there any way you can reduce the impact of healing crisis? Yes, there are ways. There are 2 ways. Number 1, either you drink sufficient water, a lot of water, okay? Or number 2, you reduce the intensity from 3 to 2. Start off with 2 bars, 20 minutes intensity, okay? So it helps to reduce your healing crisis impact. Even cardio condition, it helps cerebral palsy as well. Even for those people who are having depression or overwork, stress, by using this IM laser, I can tell you, you will have healing crisis as well. Your healing crisis is actually what if you do have all those problems. Now, if those people who are having this problem, if you wear IM laser, usually for the first time, usually after 30 minutes of treatment, immediately you will feel very sleepy. You will feel very sleepy throughout the whole day. Until the next morning you wake up, you will still feel very tired and sleepy. Now, this healing crisis may occur, for a period of 4 to 5 days, even 6 days, depends on the individual. Now, during this particular period, if you really listen to your body, you use this IM laser consistently every day, you try to go to bed earlier at night, at least try to sleep for 7 hours and above, I can tell you, after you have gone through that particular period, if you're still using this IM laser, you will feel very energetic after that. You don't feel tired easily, okay? And of course, diabetes, it helps as well. There are 2 types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, okay? For type 1, is actually due to genetic issues. Your pancreas cannot produce insulin. Now for type 1, is pancreas cannot produce insulin. Now if you are type 1 diabetes, now you use this IM laser, of course, whether it will helps your pancreas to produce insulin, that will depends on your body condition, individual condition. Usually it is quite unlikely. But of course, for type 1 diabetes, if you use it consistently every day, I can assure you two things. Number one, it will help to reduce your medication. Number two, it will help to reduce the side effects of whatever medication that you are taking. Okay, of course, for type 2 diabetes, because type 2 diabetes is because of certain issue, your insulin doesn't work well, or your body does not react well to your insulin. For type 2 diabetes, if you're under medication, the result will be very fast. Usually 3 to 7 days, you will have a fall already. And if you use it consistently every day throughout a certain period of time, there might be a chances where you can actually stop your medication if you use it consistently every day. Okay. And of course, even headache like that, I've mentioned about it already, even low back pain and things like that. Okay. Now, these are another part of the 80 types of health issue, even circulation issues, muscle regeneration, even skin problem like psoriasis and all these things, it helps as well. For those people who are having nerves issue, it will actually helps to regenerate your nerves and improve the function as well. Even for sinus, it can help as well. For those people who are having sinus or sensitive nose, usually it is quite easy to see. As long as you plug this nose line into your nose, a lot of mucus will be coming out. Okay. Now, every time when you put this into your nose, the mucus will keep coming out until one day, if you consistently use it, until one day, the mucus will stop flowing by itself. When it stops flowing, for those people who are having very serious sinus, you can experience two things. Number one, your breathing will be fantastic. Okay. Number two, okay, if your sense of smell is lost, it will come back after you use iron laser. And of course, for stroke, it helps as well. Now, based on my experience that I've seen throughout the 4 years plus, now for stroke patients, if there is any, those people who are just having stroke recently, if you let them quickly use IM laser, it actually helps to speed up the recovery process. Actually, the recovery will be very fast. Sometimes so fast that it also surprises you. Okay. But for those cases, stroke cases has been happening for many years, and the patient is bedridden for many years. If you use IM laser, it will still helps to improve the condition. But improve until to what extent or how fast it is, it all solely very much depends on the person condition and age as well. Okay, that is why I always encourage people, for those people, yes, if you see people who just had a stroke, you quickly let them use, their recovery will be very fast. Okay, even for things like tinnitus, vertigo, it can help as well. What you can do is that you wear it normally on your wrist and nose. And if you want to do an additional target treatment, what you can do is that you switch it on to intensity of 4. You can point it directly to your ears. Okay, using the nostril line, point it directly to your ears. That will actually helps to enhance the condition as well. Even tuberculosis, it helps as well. In Alzheimer's disease and cholesterol reduction, it helps as well. And of course, eczema, skin issue, it also helps. All the skin issues. Now, a lot of people did ask me, can small children at the age of 1, 2 years old or 9 years old and below, can they use IM laser if they have eczema or even whatever asthma or things like that, can they use? Now, my advice to all of you is that for those kids who are 9 years old and below, if they are perfectly healthy, you do not have to use IM laser. But if they do have any health issue like eczema, asthma, or sensitive skin, especially those 1 year old, 2 years old, you can let them use IM laser as well. But of course, you don't let them use intensity of 3. You don't let them wear on the wrist and put on the nose. What you can do is that you switch it on to intensity of 1. Adjust it to 10 minutes. Then you switch it on. You place it directly on top of their navel. Navel. And it still will help the condition. Okay. And of course, a lot of elderly people, men, especially men, as their age, they usually encounter a lot of these prostate issues. Because of the weakening of the prostate issue, what happens is that the tendency is that they always wake up many times at night to go to toilet. Okay, in long term, it actually helps to affect their sleep quality and affects their blood pressure as well. Now, can this prostate issue, can this IM laser helps? Yes, it can help. What you do is that you switch it on to intensity of 4. Okay, you place it directly 3 fingers below your navel. You do this additional target treatment, 丹田 the area. And of course, you have to wear it 3 times per day on your wrist and nose. If you do this regularly, consistently for 3 weeks and above, you will realize that the frequency of you going to the toilet at night will reduce significantly, or some even become 0. So it is very, very effective on the prostate issue as well. And of course, even those people who do a target treatment on the dantian, what will happen is that after a certain period of time, they realize that every morning when they wake up, they can sing the garaku. That is why ED is one of the benefits that by using IM laser, it helps as well. Even Parkinson, it helps as well. Sleeping disorder, for those people who are having insomnia and all these things, it actually helps to improve your sleep, improve the length of your sleep as well. Okay, and also for beauty, it helps as well. Now, in terms of COVID-19, how do it helps you to improve your immune system? Number one, it helps your body by wearing this IM laser. It actually helps to restore your 8 major body systems, and also restore your cell functions, and also improve your circulation. So that when your circulation is improved, it means what? It is more effective in carrying oxygen nutrients throughout your whole body. With a lot of oxygen inside your body, it actually helps increase your immune system as well. Because with a lot of oxygen, what will happen is that a lot of the viruses, bacteria, they cannot survive one. So restore your 8 major body system, improve your circulation, and also enhance the flow of your qi. The qi, enhance the flow of your qi. This dantian is actually related to your lungs, strengthen your lung as well. Okay, that is why at the same time, if you wear IM laser every day, if you do take nutrition products, it also enhance the effectiveness of your nutrition. That is why that is how overall it can improve your immune system. That is why improving your immune system means that it is the best way to deal with this COVID-19. And of course, even though IM laser got so many benefits, okay, but today I'm going to show you just one or two testimony, which I seldom share with people. Okay, the first testimony that I want to share with you is actually my mom. Okay, I'm sure you haven't seen my mom before, but some of you who have joined the Cebu BOP last time, they have seen my mom a few times, but today I'm going to show all of you. Okay, this is my mom actually. I mean, the picture here is not very clear, sorry. Okay, last time before using the IM laser, she is at the age of 76. Now, last time the health issue is what? Okay, before using the IM laser, she always feel numbness in the middle of the night while she's sleeping. That means while she is sleeping, suddenly the whole hand or leg can become numb. And of course, there is another issue. Because of aging, my mom is actually having a nerve issue on the neck. What will happen is that every time, whenever she go and see people, her head will just shake automatically one. It is because of nerve issue. Even she went and see the doctor. The doctor told her there is no cure for that because of aging. Okay. Number three, sinus issues. My mom was having very serious sinus for many years until to a certain extent every morning wake up sneezing. Even the sense of smell, I think she lost the sense of smell as well. Okay. And of course, her sugar level, I told the story before, her sugar level is always quite high under a lot of medication, doesn't help her. And of course, trigger fingers as well. Okay. Now, after using the IM laser, what happened? After using the IM laser just for 1 day, her numbness is resolved. Okay, her sugar level, I told you before, after 3 days, her sugar level drops too low. So she reduced her medication by half. And after using for 3 years plus, she no longer taking medication anymore. And her sugar level right now is maintained at 4 point something to 5 point something, which is very good. And one of the key things, my mom is actually is no good in selling. Is not good in selling. But how come my mom, without the knowledge and is not good in selling, can introduce quite a lot of IM laser to her friends? Not because she is very good in selling. That is because everyone knows her problem. Her head will shake one. But whenever she share this product with people, the first thing people look at her, how come her head is not shaking anymore? Because of IM laser. After using the IM laser, her nerves issue actually resolved. That is why just now I told you it can help to regenerate your nerves and improve the function as well. That is why she introduced a lot of product because of the head shaking. And of course, sinus issue. After using the IM laser, her sinus is resolved. She can breathe better. The sense of smell actually came back. The trigger finger, of course, is a very simple thing. It is very easy to resolve. And the most important thing is that she feel more energetic. Even now at the age of 80 years old, when I go back, if we need to travel to Srike, which is quite far from Cebu, she says she can drive. She can drive. She never let me drive. She drive by herself. Okay, and of course, other things like her hair is growing as well. Now, if you look carefully, I don't know whether you can see clearly or not this picture. Now, if you look at the eyebrow, now compare the eyebrow now and last time. Here is 1 year ago the picture. If you can see clearly, the eyebrow actually quite a lot of them. This one is less. You look at it. Okay. Not because my mom do makeup. My mom don't make up. And if you can see clearly, the skin texture is different also. My mom is 80 years old already. That's why my mom actually for a lot of benefits after she used this IM laser. Okay, there is the testimony for my mom, and the next one will be talking about myself. Okay, that is the moment when I joined this company, when I just start to use IM laser, I feel the benefit immediately. Now, let me just share with you. Now, this is me, okay, 2014. 2014. Now, if you can see 2014, I haven't joined this Ventros. Now, if you look at the face, do you see anything? Do you see anything? I am actually having this, I don't know it's what, I think it's warts. Okay, it started to have warts, and it was there for almost 1 year. And this warts is getting bigger and bigger every time. And you start to peel it, it becomes smaller for a while, then it starts to grow bigger again. Sometimes you accidentally, when you peel it, the blood actually came out, and the smell of the blood is actually terrible. It's actually terrible. It is very smelly. My mother-in-law even told me, I think it looks like something like the Chinese say the gai ngan. So what she did is that she actually take a needle and try to dig the whole thing out. She tried, couldn't dig the whole thing out. Yeah, she has tried many times. And if you look at the picture, sometimes it's bigger. This one is April, is still there. This one is June, is still there. And October 2015 is still there. But this one is because I peel the skin, it becomes smaller. And I remember I joined Ventros at 1st of December 2015. When I joined Ventros, I start to test this product. I start to use this product every day. After using just for 1 month plus, this is how it looked like. You know this picture, I actually married at 2016 January. That is why I have this picture. There is no Photoshop or anything. It is purely picture. Where is the things? It goes by itself after using IM laser. Not even target treatment, just a normal treatment. That is why I always remind people the best way of using IM laser is actually to do what? Is to use it on your wrist and nose. Not by doing the target treatment. Target treatment is only for fast relief of pain or inflammation issues. Okay, inflammation issues. Okay, or even you know your acupuncture point, you can do a target treatment. But the most important one is still the normal treatment on your wrist and on your nose, because it helps to restore your 8 major body systems, restore your cell functions, improve your circulation and all these things. It will help to boost up your immune system. Okay. The other thing, of course, recently is astigmatisms. Okay. In year 2005, my left eye is 150, right eye is also 150. Now, in the January 2020, I decided to change my spectacle. You know, I went for checkout. This particular optician, I've been using the same opticians 10 years ago, since 10 years ago. Now, after doing the first checking for me, she look at the result and everything. She feel a bit strange, because according to a lot of people, astigmatisms cannot be reduced one. Now, the result that after the first test that was done, she feel a bit strange. So she asked me to do a second test again. Now, after the second test, she only told me, what happened is that my left eye actually drops from 150 to 0. Right eye 150 to 125. That means I have to change my spectacle lens already. Okay. Now, a lot of people says that these astigmatisms cannot be reduced. But what I can tell you, if you use IM laser, it will help to reduce if you use it regularly every day. Okay, these are just my personal testimony. Of course, after using the IM laser as well, I feel more energetic. Energy level is completely different. I can do a few BOPs as compared to last time. Okay, and of course, if you talk about the goodness of this IM laser, I can tell you it is very good. The next question is it safer? What I can tell you is that this IM laser is very safe. There are mainly due to 2 reasons. Number one, the scientist has proven that the cold laser technology is very, very safe. 650 nanometer is very safe. There's no side effects. The only thing is that you cannot point directly to your eyes because of the laser technology. The second thing is that this IM laser has gone through a very stringent test in Europe, and it has been proved that this IM laser is very safe. That is why we are able to get whatever certification that we are having. Number one, this IM laser actually comes with Euro standard medical device class 3R. And of course, if you talk about the whole technology, the main technology, the board itself, it is actually a US patented technology, manufacturing in US. And of course, the whole IM laser is actually assembled in China, Shenzhen factory. Now, when a lot of people hear Shenzhen, they feel a bit worried. Don't worry, the factory that assembled this product is Shenzhen, is actually partially owned by the US. And this factory had this certification called ISO 13485. ISO 13485 is actually an international recognized quality assurance for medical device. And if you talk about this product, the whole product is actually a medical device grade. And of course, in Malaysia, it is for almost 4 years. But the first country that the same technology goes into, that is 15 years ago, the first country that it goes into is actually Germany. As I mentioned just now also, for this product, it has done a very stringent test in Germany. One of the very important tests that has been done in Germany is actually to test the consistency of the light that is emitted by this device. Now, if you talk about the test, we have done more than 10,000 hours tests on the light that is emitted by this technology, by this device. Okay, throughout the 10,000 hours tests, all the light that is emitted remain consistent at 650 nanometer wavelength of light. There is no fluctuation. Now, it is very important due to 2 reasons. Number one, any laser technology medical device, if you want the result to be good, the light that is emitted by this laser technology must be consistent. If it is not consistent, then the efficacy of this product might be only about 30% as compared to those who are consistent one. Number two, the scientist has proven that the range of light which is beneficial for human being actually range from 635 nanometer to 680 nanometer. Ours is in 650, okay, which is in the middle. And the scientists proven also that 650, if you penetrate it into your bloodstream, it can create the biostimulation effect. Okay. Now, anything less than 635 nanometer wavelength of light, it is useless to our body. Even if I let you use every day, it is penetrated into your body, it does not create any impact or any benefits for your body. On the other hand, any light that is higher than 680 nanometer wavelength of light, either it is useless or overuse it may damage your cell. It might create a lot of health issue for you. That is why the 650 is proven very safe. Now, of course, these are the certification. The first one is actually the EC cert of conformity issued by Europe. This is mainly on the product itself. Now, in order for you to get this EC cert, it's not easy. Why? You have to submit a lot of testing, included the test on your belt, even washer, battery, and everything. But one of the most important things that you must submit is actually clinical trials for certain health issue. You have to prove that it is effective. Only then they will issue you this EC cert certification. And this is actually, the other one is actually ISO 13485. Okay. Now, this is not easy to get. That is the most valuable things that for this IM laser. And of course, the factory itself also have this production license issued by the China itself, and also registration certificate for medical device and operating license. And in Malaysia, we do have certificate of conformities as well as the medical device establishment license. And of course, I would like to show you something. Okay, I would like to talk about this exhibition of inventions. Now, last year, every year throughout Europe, they actually held the exhibition of invention in Europe. Now, every year they will do that. Now, the purpose of this exhibition of invention is actually for those big companies or university, if they do have any innovative or new products or new technology that you want to showcase in this exhibition, you can do that. But of course, if you want to participate in this exhibition, it's not easy because number one, you must prove that your product is innovative. Number two, you must prove that it is very safe. Now, why do I mention about this exhibition of invention? Mainly because last year, 2019, this particular exhibition of invention is actually held in Geneva, Switzerland. And this is the first time Ventros, through the factory itself, through the factory itself, we asked the factory to showcase our IM laser in this exhibition. This is the first time we actually participate in this exhibition. Now, in this exhibition, what you can do is that it will help you to gain recognitions from a lot of people. And last year, there are more than 800 companies throughout the world, inclusive of universities such as Hong Kong University. They also showcase a few innovation products in this exhibition. Now, this is IM laser. We went over there, okay, and throughout the exhibition, there will be a lot of professionals who are going around acting as judge. Why? Because in this exhibition, they will, if they see a good innovative product or good products, they will actually reward them with certain awards. Okay, now they are the judges that go around to see the products. They went to IM laser booth. They even test our IM laser. This is real one. This is not cut and paste one. Okay, they even try out our product itself. Now, we are very happy to say is that for the first time we participate in this exhibition of inventions. IM laser have won, under the health category, have won the silver medal. This is the first time we participate. We have won the medal silver under the health category. These are the certification and medals. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is not because to show off that how good our company is. That is not the real reason. The reason that I show you this is because what I'm trying to tell you is that product that you are using, this IM laser, is of the highest quality and safety standard. It is not something you buy from Alibaba, at 50 USD. That is why if you use this product, you can use it without have to worry about the safety, whether it can cause any side effects or things like that. All this has been properly tested and it shows that it is very safe. You can use it without have to worry about all these things. Okay.